Good day. This is Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, and I'm welcoming you to the AFRS Writing About American Inequality Summer 2019 course. It's good to have you here. I wanted to record this little welcome message to introduce myself a little bit and give you an overview of where we're going in the class for the next 6 weeks. I am an associate professor in Africana Studies here at Fresno State. I've been here for about 10 years, and I've been teaching this course for most of that time. I've only taught it online a couple of times, and we've just transferred officially to Canvas, which is not something that I've natively used. So this summer is going to be a learning experience for all of us. But I do want you to keep a few things in mind. First and foremost, this is an Africana Studies course. So even though we're talking about American inequality, much of what we'll be dealing with will be grounded by the experiences of people of African descent, particularly African Americans. And that will be the historical lens that we'll be looking through as we explore American inequality. And as, of course, you write about that. So we're going to be looking at that. Now, just to let you know very early on, we'll cover the assignments and things we're going to get into in a moment, but you don't necessarily have to write about African Americans. That's just going to be the focus that we'll use to explore different topics. And I'll kind of explain a little bit about what that means. Let's see. First and foremost, let me say that there's only one required book for the course, and you can buy the electronic version of that. It is written by me. You'll see it on the syllabus. Listed under the reading section, and so that'll be the only book you really need to purchase. You will need to purchase access to my writing lab. You'll need a license. There's a link to that also on the syllabus, and it shouldn't usually cost more than $25 or so, and you'll be using that for the next 6 weeks pretty religiously. So you need to get started on that ASAP, and be prepared to get into that within the first 2 days of the course. So those are two things that you'll need to purchase. The other thing is one of the films, all the other films, there's a lot of films that you'll be watching in the course, and they're all available for free on Canvas except for one. You're going to have to rent it yourself. I've seen it on Amazon, but you might find another location for it. It's called The Big Short. And when we get to looking at class, you'll need to watch that particular film, and that wasn't a film I could have available for you. So you'll need to prepare early on to find that and be able to watch it. We'll be watching that a couple weeks into the course. So those are the only things that you'll need to spend anything on, just to kind of put that out there. The way the class is structured is we look at American inequality, and I've broken it up into sections. So we'll deal with race and color, we'll deal with gender, we'll deal with health and healthcare access, we'll deal with education, we'll deal with class, we'll deal with religion. And so I have the class broken up into those different sections. However, your first paper needs to deal with race or color. It's not going to be blended with anything else, any other subject we're going to cover. The first paper you're going to write, and you're going to do 2 papers in this class, both 5 pages, and the parameters for that are going to be located on Canvas. But how that happens, the first paper needs to be about race and color. The second paper, which is going to be due at the end of the course, you can do on any of the subjects we've covered, or you can mix a couple of subjects to create a new one. But the first one has to deal with race or color. So just keep that in mind as we go through. Okay, I'll probably put up a second intro video where I'll go through some of the websites you'll be using, and you can see kind of what I want you to pay attention to. This is just more of an overview of how it'll go. Both of the papers that you're going to write, although they're 5 pages, there are some specific parameters. We'll be using Chicago's manual style for how to write and footnote and cite your information. These will be research papers, so you will need to know how to cite properly. I have some information we'll go over that covers that. But we're going to be writing in drafts. So for both papers, you're going to do a 1-page abstract that kind of outlines what the paper is about. And then, after that, you'll do a draft, and we'll go through that, and then you'll do your final draft. So we're going to be drafting both papers, and that's going to be a bit of a process that you'll get a chance to, understand how I approach that. So just to kind of give you that and get things going, know that's the first thing you want to do. You probably want to get on Canvas. You probably want to get to the syllabus section, look that over. As you can imagine, for a summer course, we're going to be packed with a lot of work. but you want to start off strong. And the best way to do that is go through the syllabus. Make sure you purchase the electronic version of the book. Make sure that you get your license to My Writing Lab. That's through Pearson, which is the company that produces it. It's a website where you'll be doing assignments pretty much daily. So you want to get that license as soon as possible. You're going to need to log into Jupyter, and I'll show you how to do that probably in the second intro video. So just to start off, my name again is Dr. T. Hassan Johnson. You can email me. My email address is on the syllabus, of course. Feel free to reach out. This will be an asynchronous course, so there's nothing we'll be doing where everybody has to be online at the same time. The assignments are laid out in the course schedule. The date that they're shown on the course schedule is when they're due, and they need to be submitted by usually up to 11:59 on the day of. That's usually how I'll do that. If there's any variation, I'll try and remember to clarify that. And if there's any questions, you can, of course, email me about it. All right? So just in terms of first introductions, welcome to the class.